If you're an agency owner or somebody that has been trying to get clients off of cold DMs, I don't know what business you have, but trying to get clients, watch this video because I own one of the top tools that sends cold DMs, and I've seen thousands of messages sent out every 30 minutes, and I can safely say I know and have seen what works and what gets replies and how people close. So if you're interested in learning that, watch this video. If not, then go ahead and click off so YouTube knows who to show my video to. Yeah, so this is the cold DM reality check. You're going to get 2 to 3% reply rate. I mean, let's be realistic. If you're first just starting, that's what you're going to get. Don't aim for anything higher. That's what you're going to get. You can usually manually send 30 to 50 DMs a day, but that's going to be about on average, most people will take about 4 hours to do that. And you might be thinking, well, I might not, but if you really time yourself, the time you take to find the profiles and everything, it's going to take you about 4 hours. So why aren't your cold DMs working right now? So the number one thing is this. Your messages are just copy pasted. Humans are very good at pattern recognition. And in all honesty, if you're any creator that has over 1,000 followers or over 10,000 followers, you're going to get the same copy paste message every single day. And it's extremely annoying as a creator to get that. And you're just not going to work with anybody that has a copy pasted message, or you're going to need a lot more volume to get clients essentially. And then you're sending up the wrong times. You don't have a follow-up system, so your leads are just going to go cold. You're going to burn out before hitting any volume. I've seen this happen too many times. And you can't scale beyond yourself. So that's a couple of reasons why your cold DMs just don't work. And so here's why people ignore you. Getting ignored sucks in any aspect of life. I feel like every human hates to get ignored. So if you're getting ignored, then listen up to this section. So generic openers like hey or love your page, anything that just sounds spammy and sounds like it's about you and not about them. Asking for too much soon. I mean, sometimes this does work, but most of the time I would say this is not a correct approach, or you need to frame it very, very well, or have a lot of authority behind your name already in your profile for people to really be open to that. For example, asking for a 30-minute call. No clear value. I mean, there's so many DMs being sent that I'm just like, what are you asking for? There's no real reason. There's no even value in starting a conversation. And then it feels like spam because number one, it is spam. So you're literally spamming people. In order to successfully do cold DMs, you have to think of it as I'm genuinely helping people instead of I'm spamming the crap out of somebody. And then the math doesn't work usually for most people, which is kind of unfortunate because you need to send over 100 DMs a day for real results. I mean, it's not possible under less. I mean, the amount of people I've seen that have succeeded under less than 100 DMs a day is so little. And then at 30 to 50 manual DMs a day, you're just not getting there. Even with like the 4 hours spent, I get you're spending time on it, but you're just making such slow progress. You're not going to be able to follow up consistently. And this is the main reason I think most people don't get clients when they start, is they're just sending too little and then they're too calculated almost. So here's what actually get replies. So if you're not getting any replies, listen to this. So your hook, reference something specific about them. Usually that helps. I mean, you can be broad specific. You don't have to be super specific all the time. Like if you have a massive lead list, you're not going to be able to be super specific, but you try to get as specific as you can. Value, get it, what's in it for them. I mean, this doesn't have to be in text. That's what a lot of people don't understand, is like people think value means, oh, I'm telling them exactly. Well, sometimes value is, I don't know the right word, but it's like, it's found in other places, like them seeing your profile and seeing that you have social proof, them seeing other different things about you, you looking like a real person, you not spamming them. So all these things lead up to that. And then easy CTA, point blank simple. Don't be complicated. Also, spell your messages right. I've seen so many DMs go out with spelling mistakes, and I mean, it just looks super scammy. So make sure you just run it through spell checker or run it through AI to make sure you don't have any spelling mistakes. And just keep it under 300 characters. Keep it short and simple. Um, And then, okay, so I noticed you're spending a lot on ads. I found a way to cut that by 40% while getting better results. Mind if I share how? Don't do this dash. I put this dash as a example to like separate it. But this is an example of a value first DM that works. I'm not obviously going to share who this is working for, but this does work. And I know this message does get good results. So this is a prime example. If you want to screenshot this right now and rewrite your message in this way and try it out, I guarantee you, you're probably going to see maybe some more responses or better feedback. A/B test, I might be wrong. These are not claims that you're going to become a millionaire off ColdDMs, but these are just things that I've seen working. And then when you send matters as much as what. So a lot of the times, if you send in some weird hours, especially if these people are getting lots of DMs, they're just not going to see your message, especially if you don't have a lot of followers either. Your message is going to get buried. Match your schedule to the active leads hours. You can figure out this very easily. When do they post? What times are they posting stories? Like, when's the average times? Don't just ask AI. Actually do some observing real quick of your leads. If you have a lead list, go to their profiles and just watch them for a day. See when they post, see how active they are. If your leads aren't active at all and they're barely posting at all every week, then that's a little bit of a flag on your leads, depending on what industry you are in. This is not true for everything, but these are some general tips, what I've noticed right here. So screenshot this, write these down, write these notes down. This is actually really helpful. Might help with your reply rate. And then the fortune is in the follow-up. So a lot of people will send one message and give up. Just follow up like crazy. I mean, it does look a bit desperate. It depends on the type of offer you're selling and how you're positioning yourself. Sometimes follow-ups aren't good. If you're trying to sell in a certain way, then don't use follow-ups. Or what I'd like to do is retargeting campaign, and that's what we have in ColdDMs Pro. So it's not a follow-up, but it's a message from another account asking, hey, did you see what my friend sent you? Helps a bit more, and it's just a little bit less spammy. And then, okay, so here we got manual DMs versus smart automation. So this is a comparison, basically. You're going to be spending hours typing messages. You got very little analytics or tracking. It's going to be really easy to get burnt out because, I mean, even if you have a VA or yourself doing it, you're just getting burnt out. You're pretty limited per how many counts you can run and how many DMs you can send a day. And then with smart automation, you can have AI write in your style. You can send easily 500 plus DMs a day safely from 2-3 accounts. No, more than that, I would say like 5 accounts, 6 accounts. You got an analytics dashboard. You can literally set it and forget it. You can run it even on your own laptop. A lot of people think, oh, I need to get this complicated setup. A lot of the times you can run 5 accounts on your own laptop and have the DMs send when your laptop's open. And it's going to work just fine. Automated follow-up sequences, like I mentioned, those retargeting campaigns, and then you can put as many accounts and campaigns as you want onto the software. So what's actually possible? So average reply rate versus the industry. So if you apply a lot of these things, you're going to get and actually filter your leads. You're going to get a much higher reply rate, much, much higher. And you're going to be perceived as a much more high value. I don't know, high value isn't the word. High value message, I guess, that's coming across because people in their minds are going to categorize what they want to reply to first. For example, if your family member texts you versus somebody sending you a DM on Instagram, you're probably going to respond to your family member if it's something urgent first. Value of the lead. Same thing applies to the inbox. You're going to save like 15 hours per week easily. And I mean, a lot of people, if they're doing it right, can get 200 to 500 leads generated monthly, which is super important because if you're not good at closing, then you need as many leads as you can because you're not going to close half these people. So, getting more leads in is always better. And if you are a good closer, sweet, you're going to close a lot more deals. And then the math, when you get it right. So math is always super important in business. Knowing the numbers is super important to how much money you can actually make. So if you're doing 100 DMs a day at an 18% reply rate, this is a high reply rate, by the way. I'm being super optimistic. Like, you're fantastic at DMs. You can lower this, obviously, or just double the number. Let's just say you're going to get half this reply rate, then you're going to send 6,000 DMs a month instead. So 30% qualified, it's going to be 162 leads. You're going to get about 40 meetings out of that. And you're going to have, at average, let's just say you have a $500 deal. I would recommend doing something higher for DMs. I think that's a bit low. But let's just assume for numbers, your deal is $500 because you're just starting. You're going to get about 20 grand a month potential if you close those people. So, I mean, pretty good numbers. This is not necessarily always going to be true, but I've seen some accounts hit these numbers. So that's why I'm sharing it this way, because I've seen accounts hit these numbers. And then basically without ColdDMs Pro, I would have never hit my 10K month, and the automation saved me 4+ hours daily. This is by a user of our tool. Highly recommended by a bunch of other people. You can view the reviews on our sites. Have a bunch of reviews from people sending ColdDMs, from insurance agency owners to actual ColdDM agency owners, to any really marketing offers, fitness coaching, whole different range of people that have ran offers with our software. So, and then this is another one here, another review. And then who uses smart DM automation? So who's this for? I mean, really anybody tired of manual grinding, but a lot of agency owners, coaches and consultants, creators and influencers, SaaS and startups. I mean, there's so many different people that are using this service to be able to advertise, and a lot of the times they're doing really, really good if they can master their hooks, getting everything done correctly, and have a streamlined process. And not a lot of them are running huge amount of accounts to get good results. So pretty good. So how does ColdDMs Pro solve all your problems, basically? So we have a smart campaign builder with AI copywriting. We have multi-account control from the dashboard, so you control everything from one dashboard. Our Chrome extension basically emulates human behavior of sending cold DMs. We have a Unibox connection that basically allows you to have all your replies in one place, so you don't have to worry about anything, or like, hey, checking each account. And we got real-time analytics for data decisions. So if you need to make decisions saying, okay, I see that this DM is not getting me replies, our dashboard is going to show you that. We're going to be able to figure that out. You're going to be able to figure that out, and you can go from there. And then also we have our accounts are the account safety when you're using our tool is relatively high as long as you follow all the best practices. So what about getting banned? Like I just mentioned, we have very safe accounts while using the tool. We have human-like patterns built in, smart delays between the messages, automatic breaks, so it makes you look like a human, not because a human doesn't spend all day on Instagram. Warm-up mode for new accounts, and then we also understand Instagram limits, mainly because so many DMs have been sent out. Okay, so your next steps. You want to start getting clients, just do this. Stop sending generic copy-paste DMs. Use your brain, don't use AI. Write out your own stuff. Fix your message structure. Go back if you need to see it. Go back to that slideshow and watch that. Get your timing right. Again, go back to that slideshow if you need it. Build follow-up sequences or retargeting campaigns, and then scale with automation. I honestly recommend people to start with 1 to 2 accounts of it being automated, not manual, and then scaling from there with automation. So, okay, so if you're ready to actually get clients from DMs, the link's in the description. If you want to use the tool, you literally can get started in 5 minutes. AI writes everything for you, track everything in real time, and your accounts are going to be safe. And just a quick recap of everything, it's not because of volume and messaging why your DMs don't work. Personalization and timing are non-negotiables. You got to have those. Follow-up sequences are going to turn your cold leads back to warm. Your manual grinding is never going to scale. Smart automation is you're going to get so much more reply rates because you're going to actually be looking at analytics and making decisions. And ColdDMs Pro is the tool you can use to basically do all of this for you and make your life so much easier. So if you don't want to be wasting 15 hours a week, check out the link in the description and you can try out the tool for free. If you don't like it, you don't have to pay for it. It's getting late here. I'm not in America right now. I'm in Asia, so I'm going to go to sleep. But thank you guys for watching and have a great day, and watch for the next video. If you subscribe and like, you'll see it. Peace.